Hello to my dear friends. How are you? This is the very first question that I am doing for the Saturday morning question and answer, anything about incontinence products. My first question is, when did I know that I was going to have to keep Micah in diapers for the rest of her life? Was there ever a time when I thought maybe we wouldn't be doing diapers? That's a very interesting question. I'm not sure it's one that I've ever thought about. Micah is now 27 years old. She's been wearing them for 27 years. I'm not real sure. When Micah was first born, in her first several years, she was just always like a baby. It was like having a baby because we had to do everything for her. So I'm not sure I ever really thought that Micah would actually be toileted because she couldn't walk. I remember in elementary school, she had this amazing teacher. She was the first one who felt like Micah could maybe be potty trained. And I remember she even wanted to put panties on Micah and not an actual diaper. It didn't work out too well. I'm not sure what happened. It was so many years ago, but I remember that she was very interested in trying to toilet Micah, and I remember us trying to take her to the bathroom some then. When she really started going and being successful would have been when she was in high school, and she had another amazing teacher, and they just started taking her at certain times until eventually Micah started going to the bathroom in the toilet when someone would take her. It's been something that has sort of evolved over time, and now I think Micah actually waits for us to take her to the bathroom, which is really cool. So I'm not sure I can really effectively answer this question. I guess I always thought that she would be in diapers, like from when she was really, really young, because I didn't think that Micah would be able to use the toilet, because I remember that first time somebody saying that, they really thought that Micah could be toileted and be potty trained. So I guess that would go all the way back to elementary school years. There was something else I was going to say about this that I had been thinking about. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, it was about the evolving, taking her and getting her on a schedule. It has taken years to do this and be successful. And for many years, I think she was doing it at school, but I don't know that we were doing it so much here at home. And it just all gets run together, and I've never really given it very much thought. We've just sort of evolved with Micah over 27 years, but I can say that it was probably in her 20s before she was really being toileted every 2 to 4 hours. So 2, 3, or 4 hours, it kind of depends on what's going on. Exactly when she goes. When the CNAs are here at the house, they have specific times that they take her while she's here. And then at the day program, she has specific times that she is taken to the bathroom. And so the 4-hour mark is probably when we go to church. That's probably the longest stretch that she ever has in being toileted. So it's just been something that has just sort of taken place over time. So when Micah was, there was an additional question with this one, I think, was how did we end up deciding on what kind of diapers or something like that. When Micah was born, I used cloth diapers because I just thought that was best for a baby to have cloth diapers. It didn't matter about the arguments of getting more baby rashes or being wet longer, because if you use a disposable diaper, it pulls the wetness away from the skin. Now I totally get the argument. Way back then I didn't care. I felt like I was doing the best thing for Micah. So I just changed her a lot. Did she have more rashes than the average baby? She might have, but I took good care of her, so I wasn't real worried about that, I guess. But it was a really big deal. So we had our first 3 children. I had 3 babies in cloth diapers at one time. By the time we did this for a short time with baby number 3, it was time to move on to something else because it was so many hours and it took so long. At one point, we did end up with a diaper service. So I would get all the diapers from the diaper service, and they would pick them up once a month, bring me clean diapers, and then I had a container that I kept them in, and they would just pick up pick these diapers up. That made it a little bit easier to use cloth diapers. But with 3 of them in cloth diapers, it was just absolutely way too much. And that's when we switched over to the very cheapest brand of diaper. They would have been the store brand of Walmart, whatever brand that was way back then. Because Kendall is 22, so that would have been 22 years ago. We always use the least expensive diapers that there were at the store to buy. And then I've tried to remember when we started using the Tranquility diapers and when I knew that that insurance would actually pay for disposable diapers. I don't know if we could have gotten them sooner or if she had to become a certain age before they would pay for something like that. But whenever somebody told me at some point, I went ahead and made the phone call to find out about it and found out that in fact, we could get a shipment of all these diapers, and then we graduated from just using the briefs, then we started using the liners, then we started using the pull-ups, and all of that sort of evolved from what was working. I don't know what made the line. We must have gotten the liners because it kept the brief from leaking everywhere, so that would make sense. It's been such a long time ago. And then the pull-up was to keep the brief on. So Micah currently wears larges, and I have just ordered in this next shipment coming up in May. I ordered 2 packages of medium because I'm going to see if the medium... Oh, there's a phone call coming in. Okay, my apologies for that interruption. I forgot to put the phone on airplane mode so that I don't get any notifications that bother me when I'm doing a video, but I'm glad that William was able to get through because he's at the store and he couldn't remember what he was supposed to get. Friday is shopping day, and we always eat pizza on Friday night, so he's at the store getting pizza, plus a couple of extra things that he forgot. We've been out of shampoo for I don't know how long, and William said, oh yeah, they keep using my shampoo, and that is because we've been out of shampoo. William uses the dandruff shampoo. Anyway, that was the interruption. Okay, so what I was telling you about the diapers is that I ordered 2 packages of medium diapers with this shipment, and we're going to see if we can make those work. And if they work, then we can go from a large down to a medium and maybe eliminate the pull-up that we're currently using. But I'll make a whole video on that and explain why we're even trying medium and what the difference is. I'll make you a whole video on that. So anyway, that's the answer of how we ended up with the current diapers. Oh, the other thing about using the current diapers is we use a local company, and they are only allowed to ship the brand that we use, which is Tranquility. Tranquility and Select come from the same company. They have one more brand too, but I don't remember which one it is. The pull-up is a Select, and then the brief with the tabs and the liner, those are both Tranquility brand, but they all come from the same company. So that's how we ended up doing that, and that's how we ended up potty training Micah. And I guess I never really ever thought that Micah would stop using diapers, as I think about it here. And she just came in the room, so I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see her real fast. And there's Miss Mikey right there. She just came in, and there's Mr. Bobo right there. You waiting on Dad to bring you pizza? You're pointing outside. You're just talking about Bridget, aren't you? I know. We saw Bridget today. You had a meeting today, and I went to it. I know. Wasn't that fun to have Bridget in your meeting? You're Bridget? She's saying her Bridget when she points to her chest. So this is the first Q&A. Ask me any questions you want. I will keep your name anonymous. I know this is a really private subject. I will only tell your name if you ask me a question. If you specifically say, please shout out my name. Otherwise, this is completely anonymous, and I will answer anything that seems appropriate that other people may want to know about. Tamera Weeks with Tam's Daily Vlog, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.